ultimate tribute to Wayne Gretzky is the latest addition to the Hockey Hall of Fame. It's a new limited-time special exhibition named in his honor, Wayne Gretzky, the Legend. The exhibit is the largest the Hockey Hall of Fame has ever built, dedicated to any one individual. It features a captivating collection of artifacts, memorabilia, and audio-visual productions that pay tribute to the Great One's legendary career. Many of the items that Wayne Gretzky and his family have cherished throughout his career are on display, including artifacts associated with his amazing resume of milestones and 61 NHL records.
To the side of the net. Taylor to Gretzky. He scored! Wayne Gretzky has tied it and broken Gordie Howe's record.
From Wayne's first pair of skates that he wore at the age of 2 to the full set of equipment used in his final NHL game in New York, Wayne Gretzky, the Legend, is a must-see attraction for fans of number 99 and the game of hockey.
Welcome back to the 1999 Hockey Hall of Fame induction ceremony. How appropriate that the last honoree for 99, the end of an era, is the man who single-handedly rewrote the NHL record book.
I was fortunate to be in Edmonton the night number 99 arrived. Even as a somewhat shy teenager, it was easy to see he was someone special on and off the ice. Little did we know just how special he would become and what he would do for the game. Many players are given nicknames, but very few ever take total ownership of a number as well. Number 99 is known to fans around the world. And tonight we pay tribute to the career of the NHL's all-time scoring leader and the newest inductee into the Hockey Hall of Fame, the great one, Wayne Gretzky.
It began on a frozen river near the family farm, where Walter Gretzky dreamed of hockey glory. This love of the game was passed from father to son, when Walter and Phyllis Gretzky returned to that same frozen stream with their first son, Wayne. It was the beginning of an inspiring journey that the world will never forget.
Well, everybody thinks that I made a rink in a backyard so that he could be a hockey player, that those were my intentions. The honest truth is, I used to take him to the outdoor rinks. He loved hockey, he loved to skate, and he loved to play. One night I came home and I was literally frozen.
So my dad decided that he would build a rink in the backyard. He could sit in the house and I could go out there and skate. I could get all the skating I wanted in and he could stay warm.
It was self-preservation. That's the honest truth.
I had a passion for it. I don't know why. I didn't think I was practicing. It was something that I just enjoyed, and I didn't feel like I was dedicating myself to anything. I didn't feel like I was sacrificing anything. I just felt that that's what I loved to do.
I always put some pylons out there, just plastic Javix bottles and things like that. And I would stagger them, and he would go in and out of them for hours at a time, and just in and out. He would never, ever tire. And I had a floodlight in the backyard, and his mother would say, "Walter, would you please go bring him in the house? It's 10 o'clock. The neighbors are going to think we're all crazy in this house."
You know, you get the puck and you go around a pylon. It was always, Gordie Howe goes around the defenseman, scores a winning goal in the Stanley Cup. We all did that. That's what it was all about. When I met Gordie Howe, I was 10 years old. He was bigger and better and nicer than I ever imagined, and all I did from that moment on was think about one day I'd love to play with Gordie Howe or against Gordie Howe.
Even when he was a little boy, you could tell he was going to be special. The first year he ever played, he was 6 years old. The youngest traveling team we had at that time were 10-year-old boys. He made that team. He scored 1 goal that year. 4 years later, for that same team, he scored 378. And these were 10-minute straight time periods.
He kept my first hockey team jacket. He collected my first sticks, kept my first trophy. And I would say, why? And he'd say, well, I just got a feeling one day, these are going to be things that people are going to want to see. I mean, he didn't say it to push me or motivate me. He just really believed that. He really guided me and without question, he made me the player that I am today.
Then he got to the Sioux, playing Junior A, and a young man was already wearing number 9. So you certainly can't take that number from someone who was there the previous year.
So I was trying to find a comfort zone to what number felt good for me. So I went to Muzz, the coach, and I said, Muzz, I don't really like my number. And, kind of off the cuff, he just kind of threw it out. He said, well, why don't you wear 2 9s? And I remember going, wow. I said, yeah, okay, that's what I'll wear, 99. Muzz said, are you sure, you're going to be a target? I said, Muzz, I already am a target. I remember sitting there, I was petrified, I was so nervous, and I leaned over at Gordy, and I really believe he was almost sleeping. He kind of has eyes closed, and he was just sitting there before the game, and I said, Gordy, I said, I'm scared to death, and he goes, so am I. I remember saying, oh yeah, right. I remember thinking, oh my goodness. So he goes, just win the face-off, dump it in my corner, and get to the front of the net, and I scored 9 seconds into the game, and I remember saying, my gosh, this guy, does he ever end? We were good. Now that it's over, you can look back and say we were good, because we really were. But at the time, we didn't realize that. We were just enjoying it, and we were just playing. There was so much less pressure on us those days that we just went out and did what we did best, and that was just to play hockey. The thing you remember most, it's always the first Stanley Cup. It's a remarkable feeling that you wish every guy who played in the NHL could experience at one time. But what makes it so remarkable is that not everybody's going to get that chance. I hope guys break my records, because that helps the game. That helps sell the game.
One night the phone rang, and I said, hello. And he said, Dad, it's Wayne. I said, how'd you guys make out tonight? He says, I did it, Dad. I said, what'd you do? He said, 50 and 39. And I said, what took you so long?
To the side of the net. Taylor to Gretzky. He scores! Wayne Gretzky has tied it and broken Gordie Howe's record.
That was probably one of the moments I'll never forget in my career, because it just happened bang, bang, and it was in Edmonton where it deserved to be and where it belonged. Gordy was there, and he came on the ice, and my dad came out, and my wife, and it was a real special time.
Robitaille coming in with Gretzky trailing. Gretzky gets the puck on the right to McSorley. Centered it to Gretzky. Scores! Wayne Gretzky! There it is! Number 802. He scores! Number 830 of his career.
Larry, the rebound. Score! Number 1072 for Wayne.
It doesn't matter if you're 38 years old or you're 8 years old. When you look up in the stands, you're in a game, and you can see your mother or your wife or your father. That's what it's all about. Just tying up my skates and knowing that I'm going to be on the ice, that was my high every day.
I never would have dreamed. He started when he was 6 years old, and he retired when he was 38. That's 32 years later.
As I was skating around, I just felt more joy than anything. Every game I played my hardest. I felt proud of my career, and I felt honored that they were cheering for me, but I also knew it was the right thing to do.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Wayne Gretzky, inducted to the Hockey Hall of Fame in the player category.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you very, very much. It's a great thrill to be here this evening, and it's an opportunity for myself to really thank a lot of people for making it possible for myself to have an opportunity to enter the Hockey Hall of Fame. But first of all, I'd like to thank Mr. Bill Hay and the Hockey Hall of Fame for inviting me in here and inducting me into the Hockey Hall of Fame. Thank you very much. To Andy Van Helleman and his family, Scotty Morrison and his family, it's as much their day today as it is my day and my family's day. So congratulations to both your families and especially to you individuals. To Richard Garneau and Russ Conway, congratulations on your inductions today. I thought I would kind of take people through my life. That was probably the easiest way to walk through this day. And obviously it started back in my hometown of Brantford, Ontario. And I wanted to thank the players and the youngsters, the coaches that I had an opportunity to play with that helped develop me as a player. To the minor hockey system of Brantford for all their support. To the school teachers that I had in my hometown, thank you very much. From there, I moved to Toronto, spent 2 years of my life, and I was very fortunate to live with a family, Mr. and Mrs. Bill Cornish, that really changed my life forever, probably. And to them, thank you very much. From there, I was drafted to Sault Ste. Marie by Angelo Bombaco and Muzz McPherson. They say in life you need an opportunity or a break. They seem to give me that opportunity and that break and give me a chance to develop to be a professional hockey player. Obviously from there, I was fortunate enough to go to WHA, and from there, a young gentleman, 36-year-old man at the time, I believe, thought that I could be a pretty good hockey player in the National Hockey League. So he traded for me, and the rest is history with my days in Edmonton. I got to Edmonton, and Ann and Glenn Sather took me under their wing, developed me not only as a hockey player, but as a person. I got an opportunity to live in a wonderful, tremendous city with great people in the city of Edmonton. I was fortunate enough to have some wonderful teammates who went on to become champions, but more importantly, were champions in the community of Edmonton. We had wonderful guidance from people like Ted Green and John Muckler, who helped make all of us better hockey players and better people. So to them, we thank them very much. I was fortunate enough in that time to play for Team Canada. I remember watching Phil Esposito give one of the greatest speeches I've ever seen in my life, and I was 10 years old. And I remember saying, one day I hope I can play for Team Canada. And I got an opportunity to play with some of the greatest players who ever played our game. Guy Lafleur in '81, Marc Messier in '84, Mike Bossy in '84, and of course with Mario Lemieux in '87. So to the Team Canada people, I thank them very much. From there, I was headed south from my friend Mr. Bruce McNall and Roy Malarker to Los Angeles, and to the people who brought me there and guided me in that city, I want to thank them very much. I briefly stopped in my family's hometown of St. Louis. I thought I would be there a little longer. Things happened for a reason, but I did enjoy my time there. From there, I was fortunate enough that Neil Smith, Colin Campbell, the New York Rangers, and the Dolan family were kind enough to bring me to New York and give me one of the greatest experiences that any athlete or any person could ever have in their life. I want to thank the media who have been so wonderful to me in my career. The print media, the radio media, the TV media, and 3 people in particular who obviously can't be here today. My friend Arnold Anderson, Tom Mees, and my dad's all-time favorite, Dan Kelly. So I wanted to make sure I thank them. I wanted to say a special thank you to Mr. Gary Bettman and the National Hockey League for letting me be part of the NHL. It's the greatest sport in the world. I've felt so fortunate to be part of this game. I felt like a kid every single day. To Bob Goodnow and the National Hockey League Players Association for always taking fine care of not only myself, but the rest of the players and our families. A special thank you to all my friends who traveled here from all over. I know a lot of former players are here that I played with, and I appreciate them for being here. We had a lot of fun together. My family and friends who traveled in, I appreciate them coming. Special thank you to Michael Barnett and his wife Dallas for all their wonderful support that they've given not only to me but to my entire family throughout the years. And of course, we wouldn't be here if it wasn't for our family, and I was lucky enough that my mother and father and my sister and my 3 brothers were with me through my career for a lot of years. We had a lot of fun, a lot of great memories. My mother sacrificed a lot of drapes, new clothing for the sake of us kids getting new hockey equipment. And of course, to my father, who was a very special man, as everyone knows, very unique individual. And he told me when I was 10 years old, he said, I had an opportunity to meet Gordie Howe, and he said, you just watch and do everything that man does and you'll be okay. And I guess I was smart enough to watch Gordie Howe because things turned out pretty good for me. But to, of course, to my family, Paulina, Ty, and Trevor, and of course my wife Janet. We all miss hockey very much, but it's nice to be home with my family now. I'm so honored and thrilled that the National Hockey League has put me into the Hockey Hall of Fame. It's the greatest game in the world, and I thank you all very much.
Well, that was something else, wasn't it?
99.
Congratulations, Wayne, and to Scotty and Andy as well. 3 legends who have been given their rightful place in hockey's Hall of Fame, the ultimate shrine here. Dick, it's been a pleasure working with you again, and an honor to be asked back here again this year. Both of us always enjoy it, and we'd like to acknowledge everyone at the Hockey Hall of Fame. The staff here is absolutely outstanding, and thank you very much, everyone here, for your tireless work and dedication.
Thank you, John, and the word honor is certainly suits the fact that we're up here. John, it's always a great time working with you, and to all those hockey fans who have joined us tonight to witness the end of an era, let me remind you that there are young players who are waiting to make their mark in the game of hockey. As Wayne says, maybe somebody's out there that'll break his records. I doubt it, but they'll find their rightful place perhaps here in the Hockey Hall of Fame. Thank you all for joining us this evening for this memorable and very historic occasion. Thank you.
Good night, everyone.
Thank you.